They say every day is for the thief, one day for the owner of the house. But ICPC, the Anti-Corruption Commission, has reversed the role. It is now every day for the owner of the house. If you're involved in bribery, over-invoicing, or any shady deal, the day of reckoning has come. ICPC, the Anti-Corruption Commission, is watching you.
Pursuant to Section 6E of the Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Act 2000, which empowers the Commission to educate the public on and against bribery, corruption and related offences. The Anti-Corruption Academy of Nigeria, ACAN, also known as the ICPC Academy, was established. The Academy was set up to equip ICPC staff, public and private sector officers with the necessary skills and knowledge to enable them perform at required levels. The Academy was also designed to build up a body of knowledge that will facilitate the development of knowledge-based anti-corruption policies in the country. Welcome to Corruption Must Go, ICPC's weekly television program. I am your host, Hawa Sani Garba. Today on the program, we shall beam our searchlight on the Academy's plans for 2022 and find out ways in which they contribute to the fight against corruption in Nigeria. Also, to mark the 2022 International Mother Language Day, we will be finding out the meaning of corruption in some Nigerian languages. I'm sure you are already guessing what corruption means in your mother tongue too. But first, Joy Aja is standing by with updates on happenings around the world of anti-corruption. Over to you, Joy.
Hello viewers, thank you for staying with us. I am Joy Aja with Anti-Corruption Stories. A high court sitting in Ilorin, Kwara State, presided over by Justice M. Abdulgafar, has sentenced Al-Hassan Yahaya Bagudu, a former chairman of Kayama local government area of the state, to 1 year imprisonment for making false statements to an investigator. Bagudu was charged to court by ICPC on a 2-count charge bordering on making false statements to an investigator of the commission. Bagudu had pleaded not guilty when the charge was first read to him, which set the tone for the trial. During the trial, ICPC counsel Peace Arucha and Golden Iwagu told the court how the former local government chairman had purchased a used Toyota Prado Jeep for his official use at the sum of 13 million naira, whereas the approval was for a brand new Jeep. The court also heard how Bagudu in count 2 claimed that the Jeep was purchased by Codrich Motors while knowing same to be false, thereby making false statements to a constituted authority. The court was told that the action of the former chairman was a contravention of Section 25 of the Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Act 2000 and punishable under the same section. The trial judge found Bagudu guilty on count 2 and sentenced him to 1 year imprisonment with an option of fine of 100,000 naira. chairman of ICPC, Professor Bolaji Owasonye SAN, has called on Nigerians to imbibe and promote the 7 core values of human dignity, voice and participation, patriotism, personal responsibility, integrity, national unity, and professionalism, as contained in the National Ethics and Integrity Policy. Professor Owasonye stated this while making his remarks at the grand finale of a nationwide maiden edition of Integrity Club's competition among schools organized by the National Orientation Agency (NOA) on the theme, Fall in Love with Nigeria, My Role in Making a Nigeria of My Dream, adding that the Nigerian nation could be moved forward if the youth imbibe the values.
Anywhere in the world, young people represent the backbone and the engine room of the nation's socioeconomic and political growth and development. The youth represent close to 70%, if not more, of Nigeria's over 200 million people. And they have the courage, the energy, the valor to bring about positive changes in society if those unique qualities are galvanized in the right direction. Now, many of us will notice that politicians and political parties have been mobilizing young people and cultivating their attention and their interest and support for their cause. This is to underscore the importance of young people. However, if this value, this energy, if this potential is misguided and abused by disgruntled elements in society, the youth are capable of being used for negative tendencies, thereby drawing the nation backward. Therefore, any nation that fails to cultivate and bring its youth along in the process of nation building and development does so at its own peril. In realization of this treason, the ICPC introduced a number of platforms aimed at engaging young people effectively in the fight against corruption and the promotion of ethics and integrity. Notable among these platforms are the anti-corruption clubs that we have established over the years in secondary schools, the anti-corruption vanguards in tertiary institutions, and the NYSC Anti-Corruption Community Development Service that we ingrain amongst core members. We have a very solid relationship with the NYSC, and every batch that is mobilized to camp, ICPC is there to interact very, very closely with the young people in order to be able to mentor and to win converts to the integrity cause. In all of these youth engagement platforms, ICPC asks the immediate, the medium, and long-term expectations of young people and their participation in the fight against corruption right up to leadership levels. For example, as members of school anti-corruption clubs in secondary schools, we expect that students will desist from simple things like lying. You'll be surprised at, everybody says, oh, everybody lies. But some people are pathological liars. And when somebody is a pathological liar, it's their whole being, you know? Something as basic as being able to tell the truth all the time. We also expect that they will always do the right thing, especially when nobody is watching.
Earlier in his opening remark, the Director General NOA, Dr. Garba Abari, bemoaned that Nigeria, which used to be the most respected African nation, has gradually become one of the most vilified, scrutinized, and disrespected nations on earth, largely because of the poor attitudes of Nigerians. The DG therefore called for a national self-rediscovery.
I is no against saying the fact that our country is actually passing through a very difficult moment. This is a moment that calls for all to join hands together to see that difficulties we are experiencing as a nation, as a people, as groups, and as individuals are surmounted. The promotion of peace and security is a task for every individual, and in the Nigerian context, the responsibility of every well-meaning citizen. We are all stakeholders in security and peace building, and we must all take action in supporting government's efforts in sustaining peace and security in the country.
Highlights of the event included the presentation of a trophy to the overall winner of the competition, Nicole B. Magaji of Divine Favor International Academy, Jalingo, Taraba State, by the ICPC chairman. There was also a presentation of awards to the first runner-up from ATAP International School, Bauchi, and the second runner-up from Government Science Secondary School, Nasarawa Egon. The presentations were streamed live via Zoom. This was followed by a presentation of trophies to state winners by the NOA State Directorates and the ICPC state offices. The event also featured the presentation of the National Civic Responsibility Award to an upcoming artist from Bayelsa, Bobby Chant, who thrilled the audience with his song, and the unveiling of the Fall in Love with Nigeria billboard. That will be all on this segment. Corruption Must Go continues with Hawa. Please stay with us.
The 21st of February is celebrated as International Mother Language Day. And to add some spice, our media crew went to find out how corruption is described in different languages. Stay with us.
Corruption bụ onye nwere ajọ omume, onye mere mmebi, onye agwa ya adịrọ mma.
Corruption is Ipache in Yoruba language. So corruption is called BB. And what does it mean?
What does it mean? Something bad, something that is wrong.
Corruption means in Hausa as Zalunci.
Corruption pụtara mpụ na arụ ala na-enweghị ọdachi.
We see corruption wo ọjà náà go ga pẹ̀lú ọjà ni ikú chiku ọjà náà awọ kìkújó bí ọkọ̀ bọ̀ mí lè yọ omi wo ro ọkọ̀ lẹ́yìn ìnáyí ọyọ̀pọ̀ àwọn see corruption ìyẹ́kú tọ́rọ.
You see someone is corrupt, you say it's like Ohuchushi, Oji, or you're taking something that doesn't belong to you. You are a thief. That's what I see as corruption. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Corruption in my language, shine yana cin hanci.
Ká gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹni tí ó ní tún fi kún ti ẹni.
If you are just tuning in, this is Corruption Must Go. The Anti-Corruption Academy of Nigeria, the research and training arm of ICPC, located in a serene environment in Kefi, Nasarawa State, conduct specialized capacity building on anti-corruption issues for organizations to improve knowledge and skills of officers and enhance productivity efficiency, and effectiveness in the execution of their operations. The Academy has conducted a number of research to assist the government with policy formulation and have equally assisted state governments to design and implement anti-corruption strategies. Head of Training Programs at ACAN, Mr. Richard Bello, tells us more.
ACAN, as the acronym sounds, ACAN, stands for Anti-Corruption Academy of Nigeria. What we refer to as Anti-Corruption Academy of Nigeria started out in 2004 as ICPC Training School. In 2005, it was renamed ICPC Academy. However, in October 2014 precisely, it was renamed Anti-Corruption Academy of Nigeria. The mandate was also expanded. Prior to 2014, the focus of the Academy was on ICPC staff, building the capacity of ICPC officials. But right from 2014, when the mandate was expanded, it now includes other public officers and indeed the private sector as well. So, an ACAN is not just, more often than not, people see the Academy just as a training school. Our mandate goes beyond training. In fact, ACAN's activity is in three folds. Our mandate covers three major areas. One is training. So training is just one of them. The second is research, publication, and advocacy. And then the third is consultancy services. The Academy has a board. As you would know, the Academy is not self-sustaining, at least for now. So the Academy is headed by a board, and the board of the Academy reports to the board of the ICPC. So reporting directly to the board is the provost of the Academy. The provost is a professor of political science with background in history. His name is Professor Olatunde Babawale. He is at the helm of affairs of the Academy.
The Academy has concluded plans to conduct trainings in the year 2022. What are some of these plans and programs for the year? Mr. Richard Bello tells us more.
For 2022, our programs are structured along those three lines that I talked about. For training in particular, we have programs primarily for ICPC officials, cutting across the three mandates of the Commission. Officers involved in enforcement, officers involved in preventive or prevention activities, as well as officers involved in public education and mass mobilization work. Indeed, even the officers that are just there to support these three mandates, I mean, those with service functions, we also have trainings for them. Different category of officials. We have trainings for administrators, we have trainings for accountants, lawyers, engineers, procurement officers, and all that. And our trainings also cover the three tiers of government, okay? The federal, the state, and then the local government. So all our trainings are, well structured around this. So you could just visit the website of the Academy, www.icpcacademy.gov.ng, and you get to know the details of our training. But apart from training, like I said, the second leg of our mandate is on research, advocacy, and publication. In 2020, we started what we refer to as Nigeria Corruption Index, NCI. NCI, if you like, is more of a Nigerian version of a similitude of what we refer to as Transparency International's Corruption Perception Index. But NCI is not structured, is not designed to be a perception survey. is actually an experience survey. So you are the focus is on people that have actually had the experience of grand corruption. So whereas Transparency International focuses on bribery and it's on perception, the Nigeria Corruption Index focuses on grand corruption and is on actual experience. In 2020, we were able to commence the pilot of the survey. So we're believing that in 2022, we'll be able to go into the survey proper. We also have a publication that we refer to as the Nigerian Journal of Anti-Corruption Studies. The initial publication came out in 2020. We're believing that this year we'll also be able to come out with another publication.
Employee training and development programs are critical for enhancing employee performance. With the mission to be a center of excellence, enhancing multidisciplinary approach to the fight against corruption through training, research, documentation, and advisory services, ACAN is open to any government organization, private establishment, or professional bodies for purposes of conferences, seminars, retreats, professional exams, promotion, as well as aptitude tests. Please visit www.icpcacademy.gov.ng to find out more about available courses and upcoming activities for 2022. That's our package on today's edition. Remember, you can still watch this program and previous editions on our YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms showing on your screen. For further information, you can call us on our toll-free numbers showing on your screen. See you again next week. Bye for now.